Hey everyone. As you can tell, this video is a bit different. I want to be talking. I hope you can hear some of the rain in the background. It's about a little after 2 a.m. here, raining. So I don't know if this is going to get posted before the video I just recorded. I think it might be. I talk about some setup changes in that one. But this one, considering it is now Valentine's Day, I just wanted to chat a little bit. I know Valentine's Day is pretty corporate a holiday, but I know for some people it can be a bit difficult, as many holidays can be. And I guess I just wanted to talk a little bit about how it's okay to feel lonely. I think as a society, we are not great with dealing with loneliness. We're pretty bad at it. We always think we need to be with somebody, or that if we're not in a relationship, we're not good enough. A lot of people have those assumptions. I've thought that about myself for a long time. And I have a few friends who really feel just like they want to be in a relationship. And this video is not to tell you that you shouldn't rely on that. One, I'm in a relationship, so I don't think it's my place to tell you whether or not that's something you should aspire for, or whether or not you should be happy with yourself. Relationships are something I've chased for a long time, whether it be friendship or romantic relationship. And for me, that was just my own internal struggle. I mean, everybody told me that I needed to learn to live with myself and learn to love with myself. And while I know that they meant well, and while what they said does have some merit and some credit, I don't think you have to be perfectly okay to be in a healthy, loving relationship. You don't have to be great. You don't have to be fine and dandy. It's okay to not be the best version of you and still seek a relationship. I would caution that make sure you have a support system in place. Don't make your romantic relationships your only support systems. Make sure you have someone outside of that relationship you can talk to or rely on, even if it's just therapy, just in case. I had a lot of stuff I wanted to get into, I guess. Not a lot of stuff, but this is kind of just a ramble, or hopefully somebody, I don't know, needs to hear this. But yeah, it's okay to be lonely and to want love. We're human beings, so a lot of us need to be loved. There are always those few that are fine without it. But sometimes we just want somebody, and the corporate holiday doesn't matter. But seeing all of these ads and all of these people out on dates and in love can kind of remind us sometimes, if we don't have that love, that we don't have that love. I guarantee somebody in the world loves you. And if you're not sure who, I love you. Thanks for watching my YouTube videos that are not that great, but I appreciate it. None of us are perfect, and I know that you are probably trying your best, even if it's hard. And I get it. Life is a struggle, whether it's a holiday or it's not. I mean, sometimes life just sucks. It's hard. But I want you to know I don't like the phrase, it gets better, it feels so cliche. I still have people tell me that it gets better, and I'm like, does it? It does. It does, though. I'm not that old. I'll probably put this in a Q&A at some point. I'm only 23, so I don't know everything about the world. I'm far from knowing everything about the world. But I know a year ago I was so much worse than I am now. So much worse. I've been incredibly depressed since I was about 13, and it got worse every single year. Depression, anxiety, like nightmares, trauma. It was awful. And for the first time in my life, I can actually kind of breathe a little bit more. It's still a bit difficult to motivate myself. I still have days I don't want to get up. But I don't want to really give up all the time anymore. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, this ain't it today. But it used to be a constant thought, and it's not a constant thought anymore. It's quieter in my head. So I want you to know that if you're dealing with that, it's okay. You're not a bad person for feeling lonely or being hurt. You're not a bad person for any of that. You're not a bad person for feeling. And one day, when you're ready, it will start to get better. You won't notice it at first. It'll take a bit. But one day you'll realize, I don't feel so panicked anymore when I do this thing. Or going outside is becoming a little bit easier. I'm able to brush my teeth without freaking out now. I mean, depression does that to us. It kind of just tears us down, and even the most simple things feel like the largest tasks. But for me, it was simply finding a doctor. I think he was actually a nurse practitioner, who just listened. He just, we didn't get too deep into it, but we talked about, my depression and my anxiety, and we found a medication that helped. And it can take a few tries to find the right medication. The one I had tried before that did not help. It made it worse. But the one I'm on now, it hasn't fixed everything. It didn't suddenly make my life perfect. But it went from being kind of gray to having some color. I'm able to feel emotions without freaking out now. It used to be if I got sad, it was just mental breakdown for the rest of the day. I was just sad. I was out of commission for like a day or two. I wouldn't talk to anybody for a while. But I'm able to deal with those emotions now and process it and get through it and continue with my day. So I want you to know that, those days will come. Better days will come. And like I said, it's okay to feel how you feel. It's all right. So I think that's about it. I think I've repeated myself a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys are well. Thank you for watching. This will probably only get like 5 views, but I hope it helps somebody out there. So, happy Valentine's Day. I love you all. You're great. And be nice to yourself today, okay? Be kind to yourself today. Good night.